Hello there, I am Drew Haley. I'm the director of Tahlequah Main Street Association and one of the ones responsible for putting on the Red Fern Festival. And this video is for our vendors that'll be coming. That is vendors being arts and crafts, merchandise, antiques, vintiques, all that good kind of stuff. The little 10 by 10 squares, anything but food. This is for you, just to hope that you can kind of better understand of the layout, the setup, and how to check in. So first of all, this first map we're going to look at here, this is the layout of the festival. It is 7 blocks long, stretching from Choctaw down to Going Snake, and we've broken it up into sections. So you have an antiques section, you have a arts and crafts section, you got a merchandise section, a gifts, gadgets, and gizmos, one of our favorite sections, and then you have the home and garden show down here on the end. Other things on here are inflatables for kids. This is the music venue under the pavilion. The barbecue and chili cook-off goes right there. Duck race, field trials. And then there's 2 food courts, one here and one right there. So that's the overall layout of the festival. The next map we're going to look here is, this is just a big overview of Tahlequah. This is to give you an example of maybe which way you're coming in from town. So this would be coming in from the south, like if you live around Muskogee, McAllister, if you come up that way in the south. And of course, this is coming in from the east, Fayetteville, Arkansas, Stilwell, Westville, from that direction coming in this way. Tulsa folks, some come in off of 82, then come in and you would go through. You could do either one. You could come in through campus, or you could take the bypass around and hit Downing Street and come in. Some people like to come in from 51, right on down into town this way, which would put you right at the corner of Muskogee and Choctaw. So that's a good layout of the town. You can see the bypass, different directions to come in. If we zoom into this, we will see here's the Cherokee Capitol Square, and here's Delaware Street, and this is Shawnee Street right here. Shawnee Street is our check-in street. Okay, so you can come in either way. You can come in down Water to Shawnee, or you can come in down College to Shawnee. Here's another little example of that. So if you're coming to check in, again, from depending on what side of town you're coming in from, but you want to come in either Water, get to Shawnee, turn west, and you'll check in right here at the corner. Or if you're coming from the other side, it's College Avenue. You get to Shawnee, you turn east, and you'll check right in. Once you get there, they will give you a map. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're going to get a visitor's guide. You're also going to get a card that's got the numbers to call on in case of emergency or in case you need anything, and you will be given your sales tax form at that time. Okay, so that's how you get it checked in. These streets from Choctaw and Going Snake and all in between will be blocked, so don't jump the barricades and come in down this way. Everybody checks in here, either coming from Spring or Morgan. Once you get there, we'll direct you on which way to go. You go back here, take another look at this map real quick. This is Muskogee Avenue. You will be set up in these parking spaces. That's basically where the tents, where your pop-ups will go, in these parking spaces. So when you pull up to set up, leave your vehicles parked in the road. Be mindful where other people can get around, so you want to pull over. We want to leave space where other people can get through. but you don't want to pull your vehicles into the space and block somebody else's space where they can't get set up. Best thing to do, get your vehicle in, get your stuff, get all your merchandise out of it, get it onto the sidewalk or into your space, and then move your vehicle and go get it parked. Because it's going to be a little chaos in the morning. We're gonna admit that, but the more organized we can be, the more everybody can work together to get set up, the smoother this will go. We do have one of the narrowest streets in the state of Oklahoma. A little fun fact for you: Tahlequah was platted. This was done. These streets were laid out in 1842. So, they weren't expecting cars and people to be as big as we are today. Okay, so that's how you check in. That's what you want to do once you get checked in. Get your stuff out, get it in the booth, get your cars out of the way, and go park. Now, parking is on these side streets. You can get parked in here. Just be mindful of any driveways and any crossways. Do not block those. But you can park in any of the side streets. There's some available back in here. There's some parking back over in here. This is reserved. We reserved this parking lot for handicapped people, so do not park in there. There's parking up and down at West Downing right here. But again, if you're going to park on West Downing, leave a center lane. Don't block the middle. Park to the sides. Okay. Same thing on Morgan Street. There is a nice new parking lot right here. If you're down on the north end, and you can park in there. Okay. So the next thing that I want to go over with you are numbers. Numbers to call. If you need change, if you need medical attention, if you got an emergency of any kind, if you got an alert, say you see somebody in the festival that you think shouldn't be in the festival, and we want to give the police a heads up on some activity that's going on, or anything like that. The numbers to call: 918-456-3742 or 918-431-1655. And again, we'll give you those numbers once you get here and get signed in. Some of you may have my cell phone number, which we text almost everybody. We sent a text out on that number when we had to cancel the festival. You can try it, but during these festivals, that phone usually gets turned off, and I can't hear it for one, and it's not going to do you any good. Call those two numbers. There'll be people. That's what they're here for. People are sitting there waiting on calls to take care of you. So calling me is not going to do you any good. It's what I'm trying to get at. Overnight security will be in place on Friday night. Do not leave anything that is valuable and easy to pick up. Over the years, we've only had one thing go missing, and that was a generator, and it was left outside their booth. And there's a phone call, and that was not. It shouldn't have been. He shouldn't have done it, but it went missing. So best thing to do is wrap your booths. If you got tarps, wrap them. Get everything up off the ground, and it'll be secure for the night. Security will watch it for us all night long. Wind. If it should be windy, which the reports are, the winds are supposed to be down to 8 miles an hour. It's still going to be kind of windy, so you do need to bring things to weight down your tents. We don't supply those. You have to bring them yourself. If you need water, if it's something like water buckets or something like that, we can help you get those filled up, but we don't supply weights for your canopies. Overall, though, the weather's looking good. No chance of rain, although it may be a little warm. Sales tax, according to the state of Oklahoma, we are required to send everybody's name in that attends this festival as a vendor, whether you sell anything or not. And you have a form to fill out. If you already have a sales tax number, you just send in your tax as you normally would. If you don't have a sales tax number, you use ours. And when you use ours, you write us a check. The check goes to TMSA, and you fill it out and tell us what your tax amount is. And then we send that tax in under our tax number for you. Even if you have nothing, if you sold nothing, you're here giving out business cards, fill out the form and put 0, because we have to send it in, because everybody knows the state of Oklahoma needs all the sales tax money it can get. So that is it. That is the skinny on this report. So we do appreciate you coming to the Red Fern Festival. We are happy to have you here as a vendor. We're happy to have you in Tahlequah as our guest. We hope you have a great time while you're here. And if there's anything we can do, you have the numbers to call. We will be more than happy to try to accommodate you while you're here. So we'll see you Friday and Saturday at the 11th Annual Red Fern Festival.